Hi there, I am Molalo Fire, and in today's video I will be comparing my old 10 to 18mm wide angle lens, which gives us the same focal length as our current 16 to 35mm on a full frame camera. As most of us begin the journey of purchasing our very first camera, which was a Canon 200D in my case, and eventually upgrading to my current EOS R, I found myself sitting with a bunch of lenses meant for the apsc sensor, which meant I would need to start collecting lenses for this full frame camera. So I just recently bought the 16 to 35mm lens, and there are three types of these lenses, and this one is the f4 version, which has image stabilization, and that for me was a deciding factor on which one to go for, as the other two might be able to go down to f2.8, which means they'll bring in more light and give more blurrier background, but they do not offer image stabilization. So anyway, let's get right into it. This is the Canon EOS 10 to 18mm f4.5 ultra-wide angle lens, which was announced in 2014. This small, lightweight and inexpensive lens has served me very well for the past 3 years, as I required a lens that could fit the entire room in one picture, as I shoot a lot of real estate, and this lens did just that. Fortunately for me, the EOS R was able to let me still use this lens with the RF to EF mount adapter, so that meant I could save up until I could purchase the full frame version of this lens, and that is this Canon 16 to 35mm f4. This lens was announced in 2014. This ultra-wide lens is best for landscape, interior, real estate, and vlogging. It is currently the only EF ultra-wide lens with image stabilization, so that means you can leave your tripod at home. While this lens can work on APS-C cameras, it would not be a good idea to use it, as it then becomes a bit of a normal to a zoom lens due to the 1.6 crop factor of those cameras, and in that case you are better off using the 10 to 18mm. So without further ado, let's test these two lenses side by side, compare the differences, and I'm going to set up the camera on a tripod and take my first shot with a 10 to 18 and then switch the lenses to the 16 to 35 and take the same shot. Settings will be kept to the same and on both shots, so to make it a fair comparison. So you've seen the difference in both images, and I will let you decide if it is worth the upgrade. If you are using either of these lenses or are thinking of purchasing one of these, then leave a comment in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, be sure to create something new today. See you in the next one. Cheers.